Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at this small portulacaria afra or dwarf jade. It's planted in a kind of a penjing style. I've got some rocks around here to simulate a landscape, and it's a pretty shallow container. This has been in a couple other videos, but today I'm just going to give it a maintenance prune. It's been a bit, I think a few months since I pruned it last, and I did a video on that. I'll try to link those below, where I've worked on it, but not major work today. Like I said, just kind of doing some maintenance pruning. You can tell this thing is really happy in its pot. This branch over here has probably grown a good 8-10 inches or so since I pruned it last, so it's really happy. Almost let that one go too far, but we'll go ahead and snip that one back. But yeah, you can see that. Be a nice cutting. You could get another tree started. But yeah, I may need to come back a little bit farther because you can see how thick that branch got. And that's one of the challenges with, I guess really not a challenge, you just have to stay up on it a little bit more. On these smaller trees, you don't want to get the top branches so thick like that, because if you do, you end up having to be really aggressive on the pruning and kind of let it regrow. But it's just one of those things that happens. You have a lot of trees and just don't get to all of them fast enough. At least that's my problem anyway. My first pass, I just kind of take some of the longer shoots back to kind of get it more into a kind of a profile that I'm happy with, and then go back in and kind of do some refining on it. So I'm just taking some of these shoots back. And my trees have been inside. I'm in Texas, zone 8B. So we're getting cool now, but I brought these trees in. I think it's around the 1st of December now. Yeah, it is the 1st. So my trees have been inside for about a month, so they're still happy and growing nicely. Yeah, so you can see that first pass kind of got it kind of in shape, but then you can still see some of these smaller branches are still sticking up a little bit. So now I'll go back and just kind of refine it and just kind of looking to see where I've got anything just kind of sticking out over the profile that makes it look a little shaggy, I guess would be the term I use, where it's just not as refined. Yeah, see that branch there's got I think I'm just going to take that back a little bit more even, and that'll resprout there and grow some smaller branches. And I've got this guy. You can see here this branch sprouted out and it's shooting straight down, so get rid of that. I want to keep it kind of flat on the bottom. There's another one here that's kind of growing down, so I'll get rid of that one. This one back here is kind of growing down too. At least get rid of that leaf that's growing down. They'll fix that. Another leaf that's growing down. This back here is growing down just a little bit. Thin that out. You can see when the new leaves come out, they're a little bit smaller, so constant pruning kind of causes the leaves to be smaller and dense. Makes everything a lot more dense too, because every time you cut it, you know, you get two new leaves spring out. Stick it out a little bit. When I look at this, I use the turntable, and these are really inexpensive, and I find it really helpful. You can pick these up on Amazon or anywhere. I think I ordered this on Amazon. I'll link it down below. But it's just so easy to look at your tree at all different angles. You can spin it around, look at the side profile to see if it's, you know, shaped up the way you want it. Yeah, it's just a lot easier than scooting your container around. So looking at it from the side, it looks decent. This growth over here is getting a little bit long though, so I think I'll just go ahead and take that back, even though I like the growth there because it's nice and dense, but it's just getting a little bit long. Yeah, not too bad. I'm really liking the way this is shaping up. Started as a cutting, and you can see some of the soil's kind of washed away, and this root base is really thickening up quite nicely. So probably give it a repot. I don't know if I'll do it later this winter or wait till spring, but it'd be interesting to see, because when I repot it, just to enhance the root flare, I usually raise my trees up maybe a ½ inch or so just to expose a little bit more of that root base. So just make it look more like a older tree when I do that. But yeah, I like the branch structures. It's got a nice little canopy on it. Take some of these back a little bit more. These are a little bit farther down than I want, but I could put a little piece of wire on there and hold that up. I'll get this branch here that's kind of pointing out, and it really doesn't serve a purpose, so I'm going to get rid of that. This big leaf hanging down, get rid of that one. Yeah, I think that just about does it. Got it shaped back up. It's not so wild. I'll put that back on the shelf and let it continue to grow. Let me give you a quick spin around. There's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.